Hi, Maddie. My name's Lauren. So I was wondering if it's okay if I ask you a couple of questions about your life as a college student. If is that okay with you?
Yeah, that's totally fine.
Okay, awesome. So, are you a student at UF?
Yes, I am.
Cool. And how old are you?
21.
Oh, awesome. Do you ever like to go tailgate at football games? Tailgate for football games?
Yeah, I like to go for every home game.
Oh, me too. Always a fun time.
It is.
So I talked to three other UF college students about their experiences at tailgates, and they mentioned how their drinks getting warm too fast is an issue for them, and talked about alternatives that they used to help combat this. Some of the alternatives that they found were a Yeti cup, which is a metal cup that keeps drinks pretty cold for a long period of time. Turvis tumblers, which are pretty much the plastic versions of this. And regular koozies, and then just regular ice and like coolers with ice. Would you say you had any other alternatives, or would that be...
I think that's all I can probably think about, yeah. I don't know.
Oh, awesome. So I can see you're pretty much the same. So when you're picking from these alternatives, what stands out to you? Like, what makes you choose one of those items to actually buy them?
I think convenience and price. Like, for me, the Yeti cups are, like, pretty expensive. And, like, when I go to tailgate, I don't want to have to bring the cup or, like, remember to bring it. So, like, I'd rather just bring a koozie or just, like, use ice that's at the tailgates already. So I don't really have to remember as much, and it's cheaper.
That makes sense. So price is probably, and, like, convenience of bringing it or buying it.
I think more bringing it than buying it because, I mean, if I'm at the store, I can get it, whatever. But, like, bringing it's kind of a big issue because I get tired of carrying stuff around all the time. You know, I like to bring minimal things.
Oh, yeah, me too. Until I went to college and had to actually start carrying my own keys, I never had a purse.
Exactly. And then you don't want to lose it just in case. It's just, like, a lot to worry about.
Oh, yeah, and you're drinking, so you're not really paying as much attention as you normally would be.
Exactly. It's just, that's why I like just the minimal amount.
Yeah, I totally understand that. So does the quality really matter for you, or like the style? Would you rather pick like a certain style of a cup, like, I don't know, a color or pattern, or...
I mean, if I do a style, I'd want it to be, of course, like orange and blue, just because, I mean, it's for tailgates, for football games, so like that would be important. Like, if I have options, I would usually choose something that would like lean towards like being school spirited.
That makes sense. Yeah, definitely. So when you buy these items, you said you went to the store. Do you ever like buy them online, or do you usually just buy your like alternatives when you're pick them up at the store?
I usually go to the store. I also do like Amazon and stuff, of course, but for me, just like because I go grocery shopping all the time, I go to Target like every day, Walmart all the time. So like if I'm already there, I try to get as much as I can at one time. But then like Amazon's also a good alternative.
Oh, wow. You go to Target every day? Do you live by over there, or?
Not really. I just love Target. I really like grocery shopping, too. It's like my sister and I go for fun, so.
Really? So are you one of those people that buys like a little bit at a time and just like, or?
I buy a lot, and then I buy all the things I forgot, like, throughout the week.
Ah, makes sense. Makes sense. I'm the complete opposite. I make a trip to the grocery store like once every 2 weeks. Yes. Anything I need, it's like it can't be picked up at CVS, which is down the road. I order off Amazon.
Oh, wow.
I am the epitome of laziness. But, okay, so you say in-store, Walmart is like what you choose just because you enjoy it? Is it like the feel of it? Do you feel...
I mean, Walmart's the closest to my apartment, so like that's the most convenient for me. It's because it's like 2 minutes away by driving, so that's like super close, and it's open 24/7, so it could be like 2 a.m. and I'll be like, oh, I need this, so I can just go right now and not have to worry.
And when you buy them, do you usually use cash, or do you like finance the purchase, or finance it on like a credit card or a debit card?
Yeah, that's like how I buy 90% of my stuff. I never carry cash.
You have a credit card? That's awesome.
Yeah.
I just got my own one. I've always used the debit cards. That's why I was like...
Yeah, my dad does not like debit cards for some reason, so I've just always had a credit card.
Well, credit cards are definitely safer to use.
Yeah, that's true.
when after you like, well, out of the options, which one did you like the most? Because you said the Yeti cup was too expensive.
I think koozie for sure.
Koozie?
Yeah, and then just because they're so easy, and then you can personalize your cup a little bit just so, like, I mean, tailgates are super crowded, so that way you know what drink is yours, so you, like, don't mix germs as much, and
Oh, that's so
just
true.
kind of nice.
And they're easy to carry.
They're very easy. Like, you can put it in your purse and just pull it out, and then, like, switch drinks and put it on that drink.
Yeah. And so when you buy, like, if you went out and bought a koozie, when you think back on, like, the rightness of the purchase, or when you buy a new thing at Target that you find, what elements stick out to you most? Are you like, wow, did this really, like, improve my life? Or do you look at the quality, like, oh, did it rip or break? Or
Yeah, I think quality is pretty important for me. It's like, how long did it last? Especially, like, versus the price. Like, if it was cheap and it broke after, like, a month, that's okay to me. But if I spend a little more money and I invest in it, then I feel like it should last longer, you know? And so quality is important because it's like you don't want to keep buying the same thing over and over because that's just a pain.
No, yeah. And do items that have warranties affect your decision at all? Like, if you saw something like the Camelback bottles that are like lifetime warranty and something that looked exactly the same, also a good brand name but doesn't have the warranty, does that affect your decision at all?
Not really. It's a nice, like, perk if it has it, but I wouldn't buy something just because it has a warranty versus what does not. But, like, if I'm buying something already and it has the warranty, I'm like, oh, that's super nice. Like, my Camelback warranty, I think I've used it like 5 times because my Camelback kept breaking. So that, like, came in handy. But, like, I didn't buy a Camelback because of the warranty.
Oh, wow. That's nice. I bought a Camelback. The bite and suck thing never worked, and I just never did it. I'm horrible.
They're really good about sending you stuff back.
Yeah, I just never ended up doing it. But then I got a free one from her campus. That was nice.
I use water bottles all the time, so, like, I love my Camelback.
So what also helps you determine that the purchase was a good idea? Is it like, oh, your friends see it and we're like, wow, that's so cool, or just that it made your life easier? Or...
I think making your life easier helps. It's also nice, like, when your friends do, like, say something about it because it's like, okay, I made a good decision. It's just, like, relieving. But I think it's just, like, how often you use it. Did I really need it? Was it a necessity in my life, or did I just want it?
Yeah, that makes sense. But it is also nice just to be like, yeah, I'm on top of the stuff.
Yeah, it's like I'm the first one to get this, and now everyone's getting it.
That's awesome. Yeah, I totally feel the same way. Are there any sorts of things that make you think the purchase was, like, a bad idea? Have you ever had, like, anything?
I mean, I think if it breaks within the first month or so, that's just really frustrating because it's like, whenever I get something new, I'm like, oh, I'm so excited about it. I want to use it right away. I'm going to use it, like, that whole week straight. So then if it breaks, it's like, well, I shouldn't have gotten this. Like, why did I decide to do this? Like, my laptop, my freshman year, I had a brand new laptop for college, and it broke within the first 3 months, I think.
What?
2 months, maybe. And so it was during midterms, I think. So my first midterms in college, didn't have a laptop because they wouldn't send me a new one, and my dad wasn't going to pay for a new one because we just bought it. So it was this big ordeal, and I was miserable. I was like, I shouldn't have gotten this laptop. I shouldn't have gotten this brand. Like, worst decision I've ever made. Like, called the companies, probably spent like 10 hours on the phone with them, trying to get them to send me a new one. So that made me really mad, made me reevaluate my decision. I thought it was a bad one. But then they sent me a new one, so it's like, okay, I'm not going to complain because something was wrong with the motherboard or something. So it was like a rare instance, but it just happened to crash at the worst time possible.
That's what always happens. My best friend had that happen to her as well.
It's the worst. When technology doesn't work for you, it's the most frustrating thing in the entire world.
Oh, I know. My Wi-Fi never works where I'm staying right now, and I hate it. It's the worst thing ever.
You just need it to work. There's certain things that's like you just expect because, like, that's the day we're living in. You know, that's like what we're used to.
And when you buy something, you expect it to work.
Especially a big purchase like a laptop, because it's not cheap, you know? So it's like you expect it to work for however long that you were planning on using it for. So then if something happens before that, it's really frustrating.
I completely agree. And, like, when you buy things, you expect it to work. You don't expect it to not suck, especially when you pay a little bit more for a nicer quality product.
No, for sure, because it's like you pick this product over this product for a reason. So then it's like, wow, definitely should have gone the other one because maybe they would have handled the situation better, or maybe this wouldn't have happened to me.
Yeah, I completely agree. Well, anything else you'd like to add, or do you have any other comments on any of what you feel about products after you buy them or picking between them?
I don't think so. I think you covered it all.
Oh, well, thank you so much for your time.
Yeah, thank you.